This video brought to you by To Whom It Belongs Academy.
Hi moms! Today we are going to share an artographic activity from Kitten Learning. This activity basically develops children's skills required for writing and to express themselves creatively in artwork. It's a very simple activity that you can do at home, and what you need are a piece of paper, color pencils, or markers, or crayons. And if you don't have any of them, you can just use a normal pencil. But then again, if you don't have any of these, but you have an iPad, you can let your kids scribble on the screen, and that's fine too. We also have provided pictures that you can use. A picture of a kitten, a grandma, and a ball of wool. You can either print them or you can just show the pictures to them. Alright, let's start this activity. So you can start the activity by inviting your kids first. You can say something like, "Hey, I have a fun activity for us to do together. Do you want to do it with me?" It's a story about a grandmother, a ball of wool, and a kitten. And mom, this is totally an optional. If you have a face paint or eyebrow pencil maybe, you can ask your kids like, "Can I paint on your face? Can I draw some whiskers on it?" If your child say yes, then that's great. You have a kitten now. Okay, so the story goes like this. A grandmother was knitting mittens for her grandchildren. She was knitting for the whole day, so she felt so tired and she fell asleep. A kitten had been sitting next to her watching the wool. As soon as the grandmother woke up, the kitten pounced. Meow! She started playing with the ball of wool. She tugged and tugged at the ball of wool, and just like this, it began to unravel. She tugged some more, and so it wasn't a ball of wool anymore. It was a tangle of lines. Now, mom, as you model the drawing skill, you can comment on the action. Like for example, "Look, they're long and smooth and all tangled up together. You see how I use all the space to show all the tangled wool? Do you want to try?" When your child does this activity, you may notice that the hand gripping may not be correct yet. So don't be so rushed to correct it. There are stages of hand gripping. Like for example, if your child is 1 to 2 years old, and if she holds it like this is very normal because they haven't developed enough fine motor skills yet. So the movement is still very big because they use their whole arms. And then when she is 2 to 3 years old, if she holds it like this or like this is also very normal. But then as you observe and you notice that now the movement comes mostly from the elbow. When she's 3 to 4 years old, it's very normal if you see them holding pencil like this. But then again, as you notice, now the movement comes mostly from the wrist, the hand, and the fingers. By 4 to 6 years old, they may hold it like this. And then by 6 to 7 years old, they will hold it like this. So you may have questions like, "Miss, what if my child is still holding a pencil like this when she's already 4? Should I be worried?" Then mom, you may start giving your child the opportunity to strengthen their fine motor skills even more, like by doing the house chores like sweeping, mopping the floor, washing the dishes, folding clothes, and also some practical life exercises like spooning, buttoning and unbuttoning, squeezing sponge. Those activities are very good to strengthen their fine motor skills. Or you also can use some handwriting tools, the one that give the visual and tactile cues for the correct finger placement. You can use the triangle shaped pencil or the silicone hand grip. They are very common nowadays and they are easily bought at a bookstore. Miss, what if my child is 3 years old, but then she can hold the pencil correctly already? Is it normal that she did not go through all the phases? Yes, it's also very normal. But then again, you may pay attention to her pencil control and the pressure. Either too light or too much pressure, like this. This is too light, where this is too much pressure. Either too light or too much pressure can make writing activity becomes a very tiresome activity. And we're going to discuss a little bit more on that on the next video. So moms, for early writing stage, please give your child some space and encouragement to explore various handwriting tools as creatively as possible. And that's all for today's video. We hope this activity helped you and your child during this quarantine time. If you have more questions, please feel free to ask us and see you in the next video. Thank you, moms!